QAFL Queensland formerly of champion data, Ash Newton-Spence. Good afternoon, welcome to Bond.
I think I've been called a legend before. I don't know how to come in after that. Thank you very much for having me, Daniel.
Just embrace your legendary status. So, I saw you give a nice big thumbs up when I mentioned that Broadbeach had 2 wins this year, defeating both Maroochydore and Moreton Bay. It has been a good start for them, and I think completely justifies their elevation to this level.
Absolutely. They were way too good to stay in Div 1. Definitely needed to come up, and just the fact that you can come in, as you said, you never know what you're going to get when you come up a division, and you don't know if you're quite at the... Are we in the middle of this? Are we at the bottom of this? How are we going to pinch those wins? And to get 2 in the first half of the season, well, you couldn't have asked for too much better than that.
Temperature in the low 20s today, and it's dry and sunny now, but there has been some rain. Broadbeach have shown that they like the contest. I mean, Bond are clearly heavy favourites today, but the wet weather will make things a bit more likeable for the Cats.
And very dry in the middle, very wet around the wings. So look for the teams to try and keep it centre as much as possible and trying to avoid those wet patches.
Round 9 of the Bond University QAFLW underway at the home ground of the Bull Sharks, the naming rights sponsors. Jasmine Davidson in the middle, just got the ball outside to Evie Reeves, who was slung to ground. Just the ball up.
The tackles to start with from Gordy.
They do that. Reeves works it out wide to Taylor, who's come in off her wing. She gets the first inside 50 of the day. They all fall down. Iverack was away from it. That's Williams who's been knocked over. Apologies, it was Lynch. Broadbeach moving it out wide. Plath just hovering. Barnes. Played for Aspley for a couple of years. Came down to Broadbeach, joined them halfway through their Div 1 premiership season last year. Another ball up on the near wing.
I like the intensity of Hallie Cunningham. First time I'm getting to see Broady in the flesh, so getting to see a bit of what they do off the ball.
Cunningham's had an excellent year in defence. Sekarch played here a couple of years ago, played in a reserve grade grand final with Michaela Sekarch in the number 36 for Broadbeach. And I think we're seeing about what the handling conditions are going to be today, and that is no fault of the players.
No, absolutely. Maybe a bit soft underfoot on this side too.
They do call it the canal, and we are surrounded by water.
Thankfully we're floating.
Jasmine Davidson tackled, and last week she brought up her 100th game for Bond University, only the second woman to do so after Paris Lightfoot, so she will get her name on a bench to the left of your screen very shortly, as in the next few weeks. Very good mark taken on the near wing. That's by Chelsea Lee. Just missed the 2 games this season, but has basically been a first-choice seniors player. The defence was strong from Grace Ella for Bond University, and again a strong tackle. It might have been Chelsea Smith.
It's the end of the lane. No, you're right, Chelsea Smith, sorry.
No, I think you were right, actually. 28 or 49. Hutt. No, I'm deferring to you on that occasion, Ash. Sekarch. They've done well to get territory, Broadbeach. Coughed it up to Reeves. The knock was clever. Nolan got it out by whatever means. Taylor. Nolan on the wraparound. And the reigning Zilke medalist had to... lasso free kick. It was a deliberate handball. Kicking to be taken by McPherson. To the edge of the 50. A lot of punching efforts, not a lot of marking efforts in that particular one. Cunningham just with a little cheeky push to the back. And look, Sekarch went without it because landing on top of it was Annabelle Lynch. Not only a forward, but had to come a long way back. Iverack staying in the forwards. Perrott, another one who played here for a couple of years. Number 47 for Broadbeach.
Trinity Ella with an absolute fantastic tackle there.
Thanks for catching up on that, because I was talking about someone else that she did that and needed to be credited. Reeves, who was brilliant in the reserve grade grand final win for Bond in 2023. Forward by Nolan, and the Broadbeach defence just fell off there for a little moment.
Really clever movement by Bond here to get it out to where it was. It was mucked up in the side.
Trinity Ella finds Blackman.
Great.
When we talk about classic full forwards in this competition, for a little while there it was only just Stella. She has a competitor now, 66 goals, and this is her 26th match. She is already the all-time leading goal kicker for Bond University in the seniors. And they've had players like Taylor Smith. Blackman for about 35 with a wet ball, who cares? Blackman is the first on the board. You would have gotten very short odds for that.
And we've got music.
that goal deserved a lot better than Ricky Martin. I'm telling you that right now. That was, we had an excess before the game.
Yeah. That's not Ricky Martin.
Oh, sorry, that's side.
I was trying to work out what song it was. I'm like, I don't think that's Ricky Martin.
I'm going to blame the sound quality here, but we all know it's my fault, not theirs.
No, great start by...
Trinity Ella Blackman goal. Letting Blackman take a forward 50 mark is not normally how you win games. Both of these teams coming off heavy losses last week to last year's 2 grand finals. Good work by Davidson, back to Reeves. Getting towards the 50, just spun away from Tegan Williams in the number 17. Tried to get it inside to Miller Brosnan Ball, who Queensland under 18s last year. I think she might have been injured for some of this year, but a very talented ruck. Right on cue. Good bit under strength today, Broadbeach. No Alicia Withers. Eloise O'Brien, of course, did her ACL back in the second round. Good work on the far side from Ronnie Kerr.
They've got no one inside their forward, though, so they've got to hold it up here and give everyone a chance to flood back. Protected the fall of the ball, not able to complete it, though.
And a bit of friendly firing back as Grace Moody got bowled over by Beth Pynchon. They've known each other for about 10 years. That's a rare bit of miscommunication from the veterans. Bond playing it out and working it along that grandstand wing as they've done so often in their, I think we're up to season 9 in the Bond University QAFLW. Sky Emery sweeping at the back of that play, keeping it moving up the wing. Trinity Ella. Floating handball, which eventually came down out of orbit from the space station.
It's just a little bit more intent, I think is probably the right word, from Bond. They're trying to make sure they hit their targets, whereas Brody are just kind of floating the ball up there and hoping someone runs onto it.
And you've pretty much named the difference between the top 5 and the bottom 5 in this competition at the moment, is the way that they're able to find their teammates with the passing. But the bottom is rising in this competition. They're getting better every year. Watch this space. Bond University on the attack again. Williams just got away from McPherson.
Oh, brace. Beautiful turn of foot there.
They do use the inside ball well. Usher. Didn't hit the target over the head of Ivorak.
Oh. Taken out of the contest, maybe.
I think they were just both had eyes for the ball, and it was pretty much just the kind of collision that you used to see in Warner Brothers cartoons. Normally with an onomatopoeic word put over the top. Isla Radelainen's had a very good year in the ruck for Broadbeach thus far. And don't expect that to change. On the 50 towards the eastern end of the ground. It's one of the few east-west grounds in this competition. There'll just be a boundary throw-in because it's inside 50.
Got very much everybody in the Bond half of the ground here. No one back past the centre line.
Now, I think on a wet day when the ball's not going to travel as far.
Oh, it's absolutely warranted.
Pressing high.
Just going to make it just that little bit harder for Brody for them to be able to get out should they be able to turn this over and get a quick takeaway.
I think you're right, but there's a way to get out in wet weather which is not the same way that you get out of defence in dry weather. On the attack again, bit of dancing round, I think, from Hallie Geyer.
She did get rid of it, but she had the prior beforehand and was caught.
I haven't asked if you're a qualified umpire. I know you know your stuff, but I haven't actually asked.
I probably watch too much umpiring, which is, I don't know, it doesn't make me qualified. I am pretty good with friends with our umpiring department, so they like to explain things to me when I'm wrong, which I enjoy.
I call that a B-level qualification. As Pynchon's kick was charged down, Broadbeach with possession in the middle of the ground.
I did make my debut as an under-8s umpire last year. Does that count?
That makes you a B-plus umpire.
Okay, there we go. Yeah.
No, I don't want to disrespect the people who have earned their badges.
No, I'm a D umpire. I'm a no umpire.
Inside 50 just couldn't quite link up with the forward in the form of Mia Kennedy. The Bond defence has scrambled back superbly. Geyer not able to complete the mark. Just tackled away from Amy Millard.
2-on-1 over here on the wing. Good chase. Well done. Great run down.
Not paid, but I think it's still worthy of applause.
Absolutely.
I think it was Hallie Cunningham on the far side, and great tackle by Hallie Cunningham. I may as well just have a button on my desk where I press that every time it happens.
Not all good run-down tackles are awarded, but that doesn't mean they shouldn't be applauded.
The air swing from Gaia. On the ground from Usher.
There are going to be some very, very sore calves this afternoon after all that running in the mud, I would think.
McPherson had it, but Tegan Williams came in for a spectacular dive. Didn't quite work the way she wanted. It's good to have her up from the VFLW. Played for Port Melbourne and Essendon, if I remember rightly. I'm just a little bit stuck. We're working in a phone box there for a moment. Cunningham looked inelegant but effective. Kicked it into space. Wasn't really to a target. The bounce was misread. A rare high bounce. Radalena with the toe poke. Was cleaned up by Pynchon, and then she had to let it go. In a good battle with Kerr. With Lee, rather. Over the top, that'll probably just fall straight into the arms of Moody. Flick out, taken by Emma Meggs, another Victorian who's come up. Reefed out.
Well done.
Very strong work from Talia Bortignon.
Good call from our boundary umpire over there.
Well, let's go through them. In the field, Jason Mitchell and Patrick Riley. On the boundary, Hunter Harris and Noah Paling. And in goal, Mark McKenzie and Matt Shaw. And as they have been for the past decade or so, proudly supported by Bradnam's Windows and Doors. Thank you, Bradnam's, for your long-term support for our line and crew.
Holding a ball.
So the umpire was very well positioned, could see Rani Kerr's face and her intent. Decided, no, you haven't made enough of an effort. And Jasmine Davidson takes the free kick. Told to play on, was in three minds and ended up deciding on a fourth option. Nolan gets it out to Gaia. Wrap around from Nolan. That's the speed. She put in a lot of work a couple of years ago. And that was very well watched with the arms by Trinity Ella, who I think she thought it was going to be taken by Blackman twice. Slowed down and then thought, no, this is mine, I've got it. It was superb work on the ground from Sky Emery.
Good, Mary.
Exactly off the ball. The umpire's in the position they're supposed to be, but maybe on that occasion wasn't able to see where the action was.
We've been looking straight into the sun there too, so a bit harder. They do have hats on out there.
2 o'clock games at Bond University can be tricky because if you're looking to the right of your screen, you're pretty much looking at the big yellow thing in the sky. Good leaping effort from Emery, who's not the tallest player, but she recovered well. And the hands through the middle make it way to Moody. Through the fingers of Williams, swept by Lynch. Squeezed out wide towards Bortignon. Good work on the ground from, might have been Schumacher.
Oh, well done.
We have a number 9 on the field, and we didn't have a number 9 in the... Oh, yes, we did. Sorry, Abby Schumacher is number 9. I had it with number 8 on my sheet, so I'm an idiot. That's what pens are for. Bond University, up the southern wing. A little bit too much wheat bix means it goes all the way back to Smith. It's spelled with a Y, but I believe it's Smith rather than Smythe. I'm sure I'll get corrected. Nolan!
Oh, beautiful mark. Hard to do with a wet ball.
Pick him up, pick him up.
Oh, lead. Oh, Trinity just dropped it.
Drop there.
Pulled off the ball though.
And look at Nolan. She's already followed through her kick. She's at the contest, at the front of the contest. Booted it through. Williams has Ivarak. Ivarak in a lot of space. Takes her time. Nearly made a meal of it, but Ivarak scores for Bond in the 13th minute.
It didn't look pretty off the boot, that one, but doesn't matter how it goes through the goals as long as it does.
I think the point was she gave us some time to set it in space. Maybe she got a call from a teammate. Maybe she just had the sense of what was around her. But basically, because she was balanced, even her missed kick still had enough margin of error to go through.
And it was really well done by Blackman, making sure her woman couldn't run onto her and put any pressure as the kick was made. Just gave her all the time and space to be able to absolutely go on with that.
I remember commentating here a couple of years ago with Taylor Smith, now the Sydney Swans. And every time a goal went calls of ball, umpire Jason Mitchell decides to let it go, and he's been around for a few years.
It was a push.
So the free kick will come back to...
I think it's Zimmerman.
Thank you very much. Working hard to learn the Broadie players. Haven't
There's a
got there
whole
yet.
team worth of them to learn.
There's a few who've played a bit of QAFLW before, but they work hard, and we should do in this box as well. Enough about us. Just the two scoring shots, but they've both been majors to the home side. Davidson, a former ruck herself, now playing as one of the taller inside mids in this competition. Well picked up by Jasmine Zimmerman in the 37, and then a strong tackle on Williams.
She only took 2 down then. Well done.
Zimmerman, one of a lot of players in this side who joined Broadie as juniors sort of back around 2019, 2021, and haven't left, which makes you think that they're doing something right in the women's. In position, and they will start sticking.
It's actually really clever by Trinity there. She's just staying out the back. Now going to be manned up, but really, really clever to get herself some space while that ball was in under.
With the risk of oversimplifying Bond's attack, they play a kind of 1-1-3. That was well pilfered, I think, by McPherson. Hit the hard bit of the ground, and Beth Pinchin, former St Kilda AFLW player, just knocks it out wide.
Oh, good eyes. Well done.
Vision has never usually been a problem for Bond University sides. Borton-Yon, the mark was better than the kick, beats everyone. Knocked out Barnes, I believe. No, Cunningham. Wrong block.
Dangerous here.
Davidson brushes off one tackle,
Well
two
done.
tackles, inside to Taylor. Taylor steps, another handball, looking for Reeves. Back to Taylor. Taylor will take a shot from a fairway out, well to the left.
Worked really hard to give themselves that opportunity, Bond. Unfortunately couldn't capitalise, but that's the way they go about it.
Let's go, let's go.
Bonds lost to Southport last week as the largest for Bond of the Andy Lovell era. Their largest loss since the 2019 Grand Final. But I think what they got out of it is they saw how quickly Southport could move the ball, and they thought, right, that's the standard. So I wouldn't mind betting that today, particularly if they're able to get a big enough lead. That was well kept in, although wasn't the percentage option. Plath, the vice-captain, not so much brought to ground as brought into the ground.
Let's check there's no big divot over there at the moment.
Oh, I think there is. And it's not all Josie Plath's fault either.
Okay.
In fact, none of it is. Reeves
Well done.
got the kick away, looking towards Ella. It was spoiled well.
Very glad I'm not doing the washing at Broadie today. Those jumpers are going to be brown by the end of the day.
Well, I tell you, you always
Oh,
go.
you know you've done a good job.
That's it.
Yeah.
Nolan weaves her way through, kicks it towards the hot spot. Ivorak had 2 attempts, not able to bring it down. Will be brought away by Perrott. She just has to clear it. Went to a 2-on-2 contest. Moody at the back. Bump off attempt by Millard. They've got it back into the centre square. But Ivorak was about a fingernail away from taking something spectacular in the goal square.
Well chased down by Sanderman over there.
Had a very good game in the comeback win over Morningside, did Nikki Sanderman. Probably the youngest player on this field. I think she's only 16.
I think I've called her name at Q schools. Sure I have.
16-year-olds often go to school.
They do. They do.
Pinchin burst her way through, then was able to get a clearing kick away. Just a couple of minutes left. It's been pretty much as expected in this quarter, with Bond getting a lead, but the contested ball, the Sekart, wrapped up by Brosnan ball, somehow just squeezes out like toothpaste. Probably looked worse than it was. I understand the from my co-commentator, but I think it might have been looking like it was going over the shoulder. It's like, no, just...
No, she kept it low. She didn't do anything wrong. Being held there, though, was very, very obvious about it, too. The Bond player made sure he saw it, did Brosnan ball.
Just the 1 extra minute, 17-minute quarters plus time on in this competition. Bond University with goals to Kendra Blattman and Bella Ivorak. They lead 2-1-13 against Broadbeach, no score. This is round 9 of the Bond University QAFLW.
Okay, let's give them 60 minutes of skills, fitness and fun. And let's not forget about connection. We're talking safe, inclusive and modified rules, perfect for newcomers. Okay, super kick on 3.
1, 2, 3, super kick!
Super fun, super safe, super inclusive. Super kick. Tailor-made for 7 to 12-year-olds.
AFL 9s, it's footy for
Best mates looking to be teammates.
cardio fiends after a bit of competition.
Legends of the game.
Looking at making a comeback.
There's footy for when your week's pretty cooked. Or for fitting it in between classes.
Ah, it's footy!
It's footy.
It's footy.
It's footy for me.
It's not just an Australian sport. There's a lot of countries that come over and create a home here that can also join in and play the sport to the fullest potential.
All the advice that you get given, it's really inspiring.
Being part of a football team is more than just a game. It's like a family.
To find your more, visit play.afl/more to footy.
Football club is very, very important in this community. Without it, there's not much else to do in such a small town.
I do believe that there's so much more to sport than just winning.
If my story says anything, it's that you don't need the experience, having the passion and having the want to see the young girls excel.
It's also, to me, a chance to give back to the community.
To find your more, visit play.afl/more to footy.
Wet conditions at Bond University Oval at Robina in round 9 of the Bond University QAFLW. But Bond has been able to just make sure that they string their attacks together well enough to take a 13-point lead in quarter time. Broadbeach yet to score, haven't had many inside 50s, but they have had a lot of the ball and they have had some good passing chains. My name is Daniel Viles, with me is Ash Newton-Spence. Ash, a little bit there to analyse. How do you see the game? And if you want to take it one side at a time, please do so.
So Broady are obviously doing everything they can to keep themselves in the game. As we've sort of mentioned a few times, Bond definitely have the advantage with their age demographic, their experience, all of those sort of things. So it's not an unexpected scoreline, but for Broady to be still, within kicking distance here is really, really good. Bond certainly could have run away with that, but Bond, just with their experience, just able to absolutely capitalise and everything they sort of...
What a great first quarter here at the Canal. Tight contest, fierce tackles,
there
and some
have been
good
quite a
goals.
few
This game
times
is
when
only just getting
Broadbeach
started,
in
so
their
don't go
defence,
anywhere.
Harry Cunningham's been the most obvious one, and probably in an edge down there as well, where they have been able to get in the way of those Bond attacks. It's on a couple of occasions when they haven't,
Yes.
and there was nearly a third one when Ivorak dropped the ball in the
We'll convert a couple of those and we'll be back to having a real game on our hands.
How many kilometres do you think Shannon Nolan's run so far?
7, 8.
The up
It's
there.
scary, actually. I reckon I've done that in the last 12 years.
Second quarter, even ruck contest. Sekart's working out the side. Taylor, again, cutting in from the right and going through the middle. Just beats the contest. Well read by Perrott at the back. Got into space. She'll move it wide. And very well read on the far side by Sienna Blair. Good start to the second turn by the Cats. Keeping up the grandstand wing. Hit quite a few hands. I think Lee just let it go.
Oh, good smother.
Was a good smother. Under from Samuels. Really grown in the side. She's up to 40. This is their 44th seniors game for Bond. Doesn't get a lot of highlights, but if you look for her on the field, you'll see her doing plenty. I suppose as a coach, you don't really want the defender doing a lot of highlights, do you? Davidson into the centre of the field. The race is on. It is the dry part of the ground in the middle.
Oh, well picked up. Just
Cunningham and Trinity Ella in the one-on-one battle. Cunningham's ability to recover after slipping is extraordinary.
almost had the poise of an ice dancer there.
Yeah, the Olympics are a couple of years away. Just had one, haven't we?
Yeah, just had.
It goes past so quickly. Bond University have kind of walked the ball as an inside 50 entry. I'm not sure how iSports are going to credit that one. It was an inside 50 entry, but who actually made it? Good luck.
Could have been a team inside 50.
Yeah, I'm not sure that get counted. Barnes didn't go 15. The Davidson and Plath had a bit of a wrestle. Knocked forward. Blackman there. She is so strong.
That's just... There's no words for what that just was. That was so strong. Absolutely knew what she was able to do, both physically and within the rules, and made sure she stayed within it all. Brilliant.
And it was all with the upper body as well.
Oh.
Kendra Blackman. She's something special. Third goal of the match. She has the first goal of each quarter in this match so far.
Beautifully done by Blackman.
The music for Kendra Blackman's goals has improved. We've now got something from The Greatest Showman.
Much better than Gangnam Style. Definitely an upgrade.
A little bit of South Korean folk music. The Bond up to a 19-0 lead. The patience from Bond there, I think, was the thing. How they were just able to just gradually move it forward, get the walk inside 50, as we said.
And it was slightly different from the last couple of goals in that it actually felt like a bit of brilliance that was what got the goal for Bond that time, rather than just a little bit of bad luck for Broady. Really want to see Broady try and take it out of the centre here.
It's probably stringing a couple of passes together. Radelainen had the first touch on it, and then got straight on the Brosnan ball. Davidson, however, her experience, still only 23. If she maintains her love for the game, could she play a couple of hundred games for Bond University? Taylor inside 50, through the hands of Williams. Ari Riley, the captain, is up to game 146 in this competition. That's not counting reserves. I think the ball hit the leg rather than the other way around on that occasion.
It did, but they're going to throw it in.
Inside 50 on
Asking the question.
on the part of the field that doesn't look like a horse racing track.
Bit of argument, but we got there in the end.
At least we don't have VAR.
Thank God there's no arc involved today.
So I was in World Cup mode. Radelainen, sorry. Very good work out the back. That was Annika Connell, 53. Playing just their 5th game at this level. Bond had it back. They're inside 50. Williams trying to turn around. Well, goes all the way back to Nolan. Disposes quickly. Lynch towards the goal square. That's beaten everyone. Annabelle Lynch for about 30 out in the right forward pocket. It was intended for Blattman. Blattman said, "This is on target. I'm just going to get out of the way and let it go through."
Well done. We said Annabelle Lynch, didn't we?
That's certainly who I saw. It was the 48.
No, that's right. I'm just checking. I didn't see who took the kick. I was watching for Blattman. I thought she was going to show us something spectacular, but this shows how good a teammate she is. That she's exactly what you said. That ball's going through. I'm not getting in the way of that.
One of the ruck options who's not here today, because she's been drafted by the GWS Giants, is Maisie Evans. So absolutely fabulous. I think it's the first time we've had Bond on the live stream since she was drafted. So congratulations to Maisie. But part of me wonders, what's Kendall Blackman still doing here? I mean, selfishly, I wanted to stay here.
Oh, we enjoy seeing her every week.
Yeah. Recruiters, forget everything I said. Leave her here, please.
Leave her here, please. We want to keep enjoying it. A bit of a ride in the back there. That's going to be a free kick for Bond. Beautiful kick off the boot.
Kick it wide, Riley.
Well done.
And 3 premierships, Cooperoo. Morningside before that. Moves it wide. Actually, she wasn't at Morningside before that. Keeping it wide. Went to a pack. Nolan versus Sekarch. Nolan's winning the battle, but I think Sekarch is enjoying the challenge against their former clubmate.
Really good movement by Broady there. I know they came undone, but they were able to get it there. All ran into trouble.
That will happen. That was Zimmerman, who was brave to take the ball, knowing that the next thing she's going to feel
done
is
in front.
Arm around her midriff. It's Lee again. Good day so far, Chelsea Lee.
Oh, well tackled.
Maddie Campbell, who we should say more about. She's not in Geelong currently, where the Queensland under-18s are playing tomorrow, but she was named in the squad. But today is her senior debut. I believe she's originally from Cairns as well. The Cutters, if I remember rightly. There's a few parts of Queensland that have a claim to her, but congratulations to Maddie Campbell for making a seniors debut.
Oh, sorry, they're being selected in the squad, but yes, making a seniors debut, definitely.
No, we're all about the QAFLW here. Get with the program.
Sorry.
Come on.
Sorry.
Expect better from you. In front of the flags, and that's been called Broadbeach with a free kick. Tackling was strong.
Oh, we're going to bring it back. Yeah, she went to play on, but now they're going to bring it back for her.
Yeah, got to go behind the mark. So Chelsea Smith.
I think she thought she was going to handball it to her teammate, but then they're like, no, you have to take it.
She had the intent. I believe that's Zimmerman it was.
Correct. Great mark taken.
The willowy figure of Zimmerman up the side.
A lot of support for Broady over in that grandstand.
Yeah, the reserves are over there. There's a few players who are coming back from injury who you'd expect to see back in first grade as the intercept mark taken. It was very strongly by Brosnan Ball. Difficult play to kick it over. They've turned it over. Broadbeach with a big opportunity.
Oh, went out.
Which I think is lucky. That was the wrong time to try to keep it inside, I feel.
Agreed. One of those ones where it's actually better to let it go. So as you said, a great opportunity here for the Cats. Need to take some advantage of this because they've had the run of play for the last sort of couple of minutes. It's all been, not been down their end, but certainly been going their way.
They did put 5 goals on Cooperoo a few weeks ago, so they can score against good opposition. Remembering that Cooperoo beat Bond here earlier in the year. Cunningham.
Well done.
It's Connell.
That's probably my favourite thing about the QAFLW competition is that there are those standout teams that we expect the brilliance from, but you just never know what you're going to get. Every game's a bit of a contest, is a genuine contest, and that's so much more fun.
Well said. Williams to Blattman. Blattman will kick from about 48. Didn't come sweetly off the boot. It's in front of goal. Ivorak trying to get a boot there.
Defended.
Beautiful work from Schumacher. Again.
Nice!
And then kicked through. Who did it come off? I think Ivorak may have a goal. They defied it twice. Ivorak would not be denied. 3 goals and a quarter for Bond University.
Now, I know right now we want to talk about how good that goal was, but I cannot stress how amazing those 2 defensive efforts were to stop 2 obvious goals. Just horrible that they couldn't manage to stop the 3rd one, but they need to get a lot of props to the defensive line for Broady there. But just disallowing the first 2 and just unlucky the 3rd one went through.
Abby Schumacher just ran towards us, taking her turn off, but she had a fairly neutral look on her face, if I'm honest, but she deserved to be proud of her efforts, even if it couldn't quite prevent the 6 points. But Ivorak, who scored her 50th goal in this competition a couple of weeks ago, I forget if she's 2nd or 3rd on the all-time list. Blackman's first. Beautiful ball work out to Meggs on the near wing, and then turned over. Bond, not quite inside 50. Williams has a bit of work to do. Is being tracked by McPherson. Let it go underneath her. Good tackle on Ella. Allowed to play on at this stage. No prior was the call, and probably correct.
That's hot.
Redelainen does that. The flying fin. Attacked hard by Grace Ella. Off the left boot of Chapman. It was brilliant in the comeback win over Morningside and defence total Chapman. Tackling strong by Rani Kerr, the 15 for the Cats.
Women been at the bottom of a lot of packs today, as evidenced by the dirt on her jumper.
She was named on Play HQ, but she was not named by the Broadbeach social media post. I think they were throwing a bum steer by putting their regular star midfielder Alicia Withers on there. So Zimmerman has been a wonderful surprise. Geyer inside 50, didn't quite direct the kick. Blackman's still on her feet. Apologies, Williams. Williams bends down, gets a hand on the ball. Paris has tackled her through.
Good strength there by Riley Parrott. Takes a lot to get Williams over that line, and she did a great job.
I was talking with Charlotte Taylor, the Bond vice captain, during the week, and was asking her about her former teammates, and she said, yeah, being tackled by Riley's not fun, or words to that effect. Oh. Blackman over the top.
Oh, well done.
Good work from Riley, just to get it away from Williams.
Fingertippers. Really great defence, and that's sort of been a hallmark of what Broady's been able to do today. It's been a wonderful defensive effort so far. We just need to turn some of that wonderful defensive efforts into some forwards. Well smothered.
That was Smith being smothered by Lynch. Strong work on the ground. Ivorak, the goal scorer. Lynch, Parrott, moonball, but went to... Oh, volleyball was broken out on the left half-forward flank. Reeves brought to ground, got it inside. Moody playing high. Just through the hands of the defence. Riley went without it. Went through the hands of, I think it was Sekach before that. Bounces inside. Taylor. Found Usher. Usher looking inside. The vision. Just didn't wait the kick. Was Kerr knocked over before she got to the ball. Umpires allowed it to play on. Bit of consternation from the Broady bench. Ella off the inside of the foot. Went behind Redelainen. Moody. Sorry, not Moody. Reeves. All the way out to Williams.
Well done.
Handball was strong to Usher. Tried to flick it over the head. Ended up hitting the deck. Williams with the tackle. Just be a baller.
Well, again, the defensive efforts by Broady just to stop them having any easy opportunities.
Schumacher returns to the fray. Hasn't made it to the defensive 50 yet. Broady haven't cleared yet. McPherson had it stolen by Blackman. Tries to soccer. Didn't work. Sekach needs to connect. The clearing kick is good. It's gone towards Leeds. Dropped through the hands. So that's how you normally drop a ball.
Could have gone through the elbows.
Sanderman out wide. Passes Williams. Boundary throwing.
Disposal for our cameraman. Down there in the pocket.
I can't quite see who that is. Explosion of camera operators in the Bond University QAFLW this year. It's been fantastic. Follow them all on social media.
The photos that they get are spectacular.
There's too many to name. The shot came off the ground. It was well off target. Nothing to get overly excited about.
Okay, so I really want to see Broady set this up. Try and find some space. Try and find some easy options. I know Bond aren't going to give them to them.
One difference between the men's comp and the women's comp at the moment is the men will often give away the first kick from after behind, and then they'll attack the second one and get the turnover from there.
Yep.
Because the women's skills are still developing, particularly against the lower sides, they'll often attack the first kick. However, on this occasion, Emma Meggs was in the perfect position. The ball swung into her arms. Now the target is Millard. Fell short of her. Reeves sweeps, and I think Bond had about 5 players there to Broadie's 2, which is why they're no longer in possession. Inside from Adamson. So good to see Charlie Adamson back on the field after several years of injury worries, and I don't mean to jinx her. I just want to praise her for being on the field. Kerr tried to link up with Blair and just spun away from her, I fancy. But, oh, the big hit. Very big hit in the middle of the field. It might have been Blair. No, it was Zimmerman again. Zimmerman's been outstanding today. And I forgot to mention, this is her senior debut as well. Certainly senior in the QAFLW. I don't know whether she played Div 1 seniors last year, but her first QAFLW seniors game.
Beautiful handball to get rid of the pack.
Zimmerman slips a tackle after some good work by Chelsea Lee. They've got the bit between the teeth, Broadbeach, just trying to work it out as Zimmerman went for an air swing out wide. He was under a lot of pressure. Mitchell will ball it up.
This is good by Broadie, though. They're really attacking the ball. They're really trying to make sure something positive's coming from these.
Grace Moody, the number 10 captain for Bond, dropping back now, but it's been notable how and when she's pushed up. Did the good work to get rid of her defender and then didn't quite follow it up the right way. Taylor with the handball inside 50, it's away from everyone. Borton-Yon's the closest to it. Has a 2-on-1, and that is superb work from Riley. Blackman tries to spin away, gets it to Borton-Yon. Borton-Yon has to shoot.
Oh, well done, Riley. That was her defensive effort there. That was a 2-on-1 between, with Blackman coming at you. That would have scared anybody how good she is and what she can do with the ball. So to be able to keep her wits about her and then affect that second kick, brilliantly done.
As I say, her first premiership in this competition was 2013 with Cooperoo. She knows the tricks.
Good run. Maybe let her down just a little.
Williams pushing up high over the boundary.
Out those a good outcome for them there.
Yeah, it's time to just settle and reset. Resettle.
Can do that.
That's cynical.
It does.
Let's steer away from it.
Tap over the back.
Well, that was Radelainen again, I believe. I'm always impressed but not surprised by Radelainen's ruck work. Every time I watch her, she's linking up with her inside midfield a little bit better, and particularly against good opposition. Like this Bond inside midfield is one of the best. The risk of stating the rather obvious. Nolan, Exhibit A, over to Reeves, Exhibit B. Found a way through, trying to link up at left half forward. Ivorak taps it inside, well read by Cunningham. Had to handball to no one under pressure from Lynch. Schumacher is the last to see it over the paint.
There won't be too much longer to go in this first half. Broadbeach still to get their first goal on the board. However, they've certainly stopped a lot from Bond.
Doesn't feel like a 34-0 game.
It does not. Thank goodness that ground's soft.
Yeah, the soft ground is kind of creating and cushioning the various blows. Big work from behind. That was read yesterday by Chelsea Lee.
She came out of nowhere. And again, thank goodness for the soft ground. It's like a bullet.
Yeah, every time you hit the soft ground is when you're hit by Chelsea Lee. Little reference to Billy Joel fans.
I know I've said it 3 or 4 times, but the defence here by Broadie is exceptional. Just to hold Bond up from what they want to do.
Radelainen jumped about half an hour early and ends up with a couple of bull sharks laying on top of her, as though she were an egg. Quickly knocked down, well taken by Meggs. Apologies, Connell.
This is their third ball up in a row now, I think.
Which will happen on Wednesdays, particularly very late in the second term when they're allowed to have a bit of fatigue. The legs would be heavy.
Oh, yes.
Not quite able to pick up under pressure. Yeah, we're definitely seeing fatigued players at the moment. So they're now about as much energy as I had when we started.
You're only just come back though, so it's all good.
It's funny how it accelerates when you're sitting down.
Oh, it's funny how it accelerates when you get to watch a team like Bond do what they're doing.
So,
Thank you.
it's all about rugby union at the moment, which has been happening over...
I was going to say, that's what's happening over on that other field. Didn't actually know if it was rugby union or rugby league, so thank you for explaining.
Definitely rugby union.
Thank you.
The Premier Rugby Club. I did referee rugby union back in 19...
It's a bit of, a bit of an opportunity if the ball bounced the right way. It didn't, but now got a bit of space.
Coming through again was Kerr. Good work by Chapman on the ground, and then the hits keep coming and they don't stop running. Well cleared by Sandeman. The siren will beat them. 3-0 in that term for Bond University. And yet if you saw some parts of that quarter, you wouldn't really know it. Bond 5-4-34 lead. Broadbeach no score. It's half-time at the Canal. This is round 9 of the Bond University QAFLW on the official AFLQ YouTube channel.
Okay, let's give them 60 minutes of skills, fitness and fun. And let's not forget about connection. We're talking safe, inclusive and modified rules, perfect for newcomers. Okay, super kick on 3.
1, 2, 3, super kick! Woo! Yeah!
Super fun, super safe, super inclusive. Super kick, tailor-made for 7 to 12-year-olds.
AFL 9s, it's footy for best mates looking to be teammates. Cardio fiends after a bit of competition.
Legends of the game. Looking at making a comeback.
It's footy for when your week's pretty cooked. Or for fitting it in between classes.
It's footy!
It's footy.
It's footy.
It's footy for me.
He's not your traditional coach. He wears his heart on his sleeve.
She's the backbone of our defence, and she leads the team from the front.
He always shows up for us. He really cares about every player.
She's calm and methodical. She leaves nothing to chance.
I wasn't the most confident player coming to Bond, but he showed me what I'm capable of.
When a game doesn't go her way, she puts her head down, gets to work, and she gets better.
Andy is always in my corner, and he always will be.
Whatever Gemma sets her mind to, she'll achieve it.
It's not just an Australian sport. There's a lot of countries that come over and create a home here that can also join in and play the sport to the fullest potential.
All the advice that you get given, it's really inspiring.
Being part of a football team is more than just a game. It's like a family.
To find your more, visit play.afl/more to footy.
Football club is very, very important in this community. Without it, there's not much else to do in such a small town.
I do believe that there's so much more to sport than just winning.
If my story says anything, it's that you don't need the experience, having the passion and having the want to see the young girls excel.
It's also, to me, a chance to give back to the community.
To find your more, visit play.afl/more to footy.
Cindy Lauper says the girls just want to have fun, and if they enjoy playing footy in the wet, then they're about to have a lot of it. This is round 9 of the Bond University QAFLW. We are at Bond University Oval, the Canal, as they fondly refer to it here in these parts, and the home side are leading Broadbeach 5-4-34 to no score in this, the first of this particular version of a Gold Coast derby. My name is Daniel Viles. With me is Ash Newton-Spence, and as you can see on the ground, the rain has come. It's not torrential, but it is heavy, Ash.
It is, and it's going to make it very difficult for Broadbeach to get back into this game. There's definitely not going to be any slick handball turns or anything of the like as the quarter continues. But definitely weather for ducks out there at the moment.
My first regular partner in commentary in this competition was Jeff Newman, and one of his favourite phrases was take grass, which is when it's wet like this, it becomes a territory game, where essentially any way you can get it forward, this is not the time to try to be North Melbourne women's side. This is the time to just decide, okay, we want the ball. You see those posts we're attacking? We want the ball somewhere in that vicinity.
Just having a giggle at the umpire who's hopping. I thought he'd done his ankle. Well, we haven't even started yet.
The ground, which was already soft,
is now going to be softer and muddy.
So the Victorians who have come up here, they'll enjoy it.
I'm going to have an argument with you about that later. We'll get back to it.
Oh, is this about the number of rain days in different states?
Yes.
Reeves kicks it forward as I exit that conversation. Williams had it go through her hands as the University Bells toll in the background. Cunningham knocked it wide and got it away from Ivorak. Tried to take some grass, couldn't quite find the ball. She's kicked it so many times forward, she nearly put her teammates offside, but she's been able to get it outside the 50.
And that mud pile is now officially Avi.
They're going to enjoy it.
I'm jealous. I want to go roll around in that mud pile.
Good kick out of trouble from Rani Kerr, and beautifully picked up from Lee, who had some spectacular moments. Knocked out of her hands expertly by Lexi Samuel. She wins the free kick for the Bull Sharks. Got it over the defender, over Ivorak as well. Smith, whose jersey's looking way too white for my liking. Riley. Bursting through was Nolan. I'm not entirely sure that was a handball. That definitely wasn't from Williams, as Sekarch is racking up the tackles. Nolan kicked it forward. Blackman tried to get in the front position. Perrott was there as well. Maybe not the time for a soccer off the ground. Then pushed Ivorak over. Umpire's letting everything go. Smith might be about to get the jersey dirty. Doesn't. Disappointed. Over the top from Schumacher. Plath. Sekarch. Now it's fun. The rain has really picked up. Kicked off the ground by Lynch towards centre half forward. Mexico and South Africa didn't do this much kicking yesterday.
No.
Eventually cleared by Radalainen.
Oh, nearly hard to take a mark in these conditions.
Dropped by Chapman, knocked it wide. Broadbeach finding a way forward. Well taken by Moody. Well handballed by Moody. Goes all the way back to Pinchen. Very calm. And a very lazy in the best sense kick to Sandley. Unhurried kick. Relaxed kick. Beautiful. I withdraw the word lazy, Your Honour. Bond on the attack again. Nearly taken by Cunningham at ground level.
Cunningham with this follow-up tackle.
Brought Reeves to ground. Yeah, Cunningham's in the no longer surprised by her excellence category from there.
There's a lot of girls in that category for you.
Yeah, maybe I need to set the bar higher, but Cunningham has shown herself to be a state league quality defender, and that is not something there needs to be an argument about.
This is where it's going to be very interesting to see how both teams really go about this now that the rain's come in. Just feel free to interrupt me at any point.
Not at all. It's now come out, so Chapman at the back. Handball under pressure, was just able to get away from the hard tackling Lee. Moody. I suppose that was an interesting handball from Nolan, but it counted. Davidson, Reeves, now towards Samuels. To Chapman. Came into the side around the same time, Chapman and Samuels. We've grown with this side, as it were, just through the hands of Williams. Hasn't clunked one yet. You suspect on a dry day, Williams would have a number of forward 50 marks. Ran into trouble. The wrong time to step inside. Free kick to Bond to Lynch.
So the free kick would have been given there. The fend is the prior opportunity. And she fended them off, therefore lost that prior.
He's looking for Blackman. Found Cunningham. Past Lee and Kerr. Chapman spun out of trouble. Samuels racking up the tackles is Kerr.
Yeah, back to what I was saying, it's going to be interesting to see how they're going to go about this, because I think in the first half, Gordy were probably looking for a bit more of the space, and Bond will have to be spaces and Gordy to be contested. Might actually flip now, because I think Gordy will be quite happy to try and find that space, while Bond will be wanting to hold everything up.
Free kick for a throw. Went to Barnes, who got a very good kick away in the circumstances, and managed to fend off the marker. Underneath Davidson. Connell took her time, nearly paid the price. Barnes with her second long kick in a minute, maybe 30 seconds. Moody gobbles it.
It's actually really well done though, to hold him up and just take that tackle, knowing that you're going to give the teammates some time to be able to dispose of it right.
Moody with a rare turnover kick. Went to Connell, who I think thought she was going to link up with a teammate in that space, but could only find Nikki Sanderman.
Bond have got all the space here, which is really, really dangerous.
Lynch to Adamson. Adamson told to play on. Playing at halfback at the moment. I'm not sure whether once she's got a bit of confidence under her belt, whether we'll see her back in the inside mid, or whether it's just a case of protect that knee at all costs at this point.
Well, everyone's back for Bond.
Moody. Very easy kick to Usher. And they're finding space. They're linking up well, but
that defensive pressure from Gordy has just dropped a little bit.
Well, I was going to say they're protecting the corridor and saying, Bond, look, if you want the wings, you can have them, but as soon as you try to centre it, we're going to pounce.
Yeah, true.
And they nearly pounce there. Cunningham again. Handball looking for Seckhardt. Brosnan ball. Picked it up. Got it to Ella. That looked like a rugby pass. Geyer. Over the head of Parrott. Hallie Geyer! Misses to the left. Hasn't kicked a goal in QAFLW seniors yet, Hallie Geyer.
Parrott had her heart in her mouth there. Just bounced the wrong way.
Well, it's hard to run backwards in the wet as well. You never quite know when you're going to hit a divot and tumble. Good work to Riley. That's Parrott's kick and Riley's positioning inside the Barnes. Barnes, outnumbered in the contest, was looking for a fancy Millard. Going through his lead. Beautifully picked up by Chapman.
Oh, move first. Opportunity.
McPherson goes wide.
Looks for someone spare. Actually found one, just a bit quicker for the Bond girls.
Yeah, trying to outrun Charlotte Taylor doesn't normally work. That woman is quick.
Oh.
Smith.
Should have got down and picked it up.
Oh, the jersey's too clean. Reeves. Williams. That was unfair, but it's fine. Sanderman. The handball's a little bit tougher. Lynch. Tried to get it over the head. Enough. Sanderman again.
Well marked.
Found Usher.
Chelsea Lee's coming. Chelsea Lee's coming. All right.
Ivorak.
You're going to have to go forward from it. Off you go.
Blackman and Williams in position. Blackman put the lead on about 5 seconds ago. The Broadbeach defence didn't follow her, and Blackman will have a set shot from 40, except her vision as well finds Williams at centre half forward.
And in just a moment of frustration from Broadbeach, they didn't watch what was going on. Bond have taken full toll. Well, nearly. They've got to the window. They're just about to throw the coin through the slot. Sorry, that was a very old analogy. We don't do that anymore, do we?
No, I think you can work on that one.
Okay, sorry.
Tegan Williams. 4 goals in 4 matches in this competition so far this year. Doesn't quite maintain the average yet.
Lucky for Brody there.
The other thing, whether it affects is the ball drop.
Not yet! So far they've been coming out to this broadcast side. We're going to go the other way this time.
What we should do. Taking a lot of space for Riley Parrott. Knows this ground well, of course. Outside 50. McPherson trying to create a bit of space. Apologies, sorry, mixed up McPherson and Blair a few times. I will get that. Nasty emails from McPherson and Blair from Schumacher's been excellent today. Usher getting very involved in this quarter in particular.
As I say, it took a very long time for the umpire to call that. Sounds like a holding the ball, which is exactly what it was.
Yeah, I think gave the opportunity to get rid of the ball. Wasn't taken, or perhaps couldn't be taken.
Oh, well read.
Seckart.
Been very good today, Seckart.
A very good season. And again, she was one of the better reserve graders. Good work from Nolan. Goes space to Pinton. Beautiful tackle from Millard. Moody.
Well done, Millard.
Are we up to a triple effort from Millard yet? It's certainly a strong double. Samuels. Working well with Lynch.
Oh.
Blackman, strong work in the initial contest with Cunningham. Blackman versus Cunningham's been high quality today. Blackman has the points. Bortignon, strong tackling. That was footy and gymnastics combined. Bortignon kicks in field. Now they're starting to get their heads over the ball. They realise that soccer is not going to work, and the extra effort is showing. Kicks just short from Samuels towards Blackman. Handball to no one. I think she thought Williams was still in that position. Not to be. Perrott has to kick to space. The speed from Sky Emery is electric. Creates the space. Davidson with the shot. Wasn't able to get a clean kick away. Underneath to Ivorak. Ivorak from the narrow angle. Bella Ivorak!
What a kick.
Let's go. Ellie.
That's a goal in each quarter for Bella Ivorak, and they've come about the same time of each quarter. She's up to 54 goals in this competition.
Having a bit of a dig at Harley Cunningham. She's got caught in a couple of those tackles and certainly looks like she's just swimming in a mud pile. Tried to get the water off with a bit of squirt from the water bottle, wasn't able to do so now needing to come off.
I think the word you're looking for is photogenic. Someone will take a photo of Harley Cunningham and win Photo of the Year.
That's just awesome. See, and this is what I mean. That looks like fun. I want to go do that.
Look, I can handle this by myself if you want to pop out there.
I don't know if I'm allowed to run on the field.
Marty, stop milking it.
I'll wait till after.
Oh, you'll definitely get in trouble, but if you want to do it. Radelainen holding her own in the ruck contest against several opponents. Rosman Ball's been in there. I think Guy's taken a bit of a turn in the ruck today. I can't remember. Not Davidson today. She's unofficially retired from that role in the current setup. Not cleared from the centre circle. And we know about Emery's pace now.
Let's go, go, go.
We know about Lee's pace and her tackling strength. Good handball inside. Not able to get the kick away. And again, it's good to take that little bit of extra time over your kick.
There's an injury in the middle too. Chelsea Lee looks like she's down.
I think she may have hyperextended as she slipped on the ground, so hopefully she's okay.
In the meantime, free kick given.
Drew Barnes goes straight through the middle, outnumbered in the contest, hits the deck. Kerr trying to work her way through. Didn't work. Beautiful work from Sanderman. Handball back to Chapman. And then turned over. Zimmerman is wrapped up. Just wasn't able to grab it at the first opportunity, which is no disgrace in the current conditions.
Chelsea Lee holding the back of her neck, so might have just got a bit of a knock as she went down, but up and now running.
She's been full of that today. Broadbeach inside forward 50. Attempted kick off the outside of the boot from Blair. Moody in position as she has been so often today. The handballing results in a Sanderman clearance.
Oh,
Good work from the back by Barnes, who's also been excellent today. Seckart. Was she taken early by Bortignon? Umpire says no. We continue. Bond in possession through the legs of Radelainen. Zimmerman at halfback. Sorry, wrong sport. It just looked like it.
Bit of an update down on the bench too. Amy Millard's got some ice on that right knee, so we think she wouldn't be coming back on today.
Well, that's not counting out straight away, but obviously not in a good way at the moment. So.
Ice usually not a good sign. Usually. Although it's pretty cold out there. Maybe it's not really all that much different.
Just talk amongst yourselves there.
Sorry. Sometimes you need an expert opinion, mate.
Is that the left half or the right half of the ground?
They talk to each other.
Play hasn't moved from about 55 metres out. Broadbeach's attacking goal left-hand side.
Do like the repeat entries or being able to keep it over there for Broadie. It's a good sign.
They have, even in games where they've been well beaten, they have played out the game very well. I don't really question Broadbeach's fitness or their ability to close out games. They did well against Southport way back in round one, and they had a late comeback against Cooperoo, which probably wasn't going to yield a victory, but certainly that's beautiful intercept mark taken. by Chelsea Smith, yeah. His jersey is still white.
Oh, good little tap.
Didn't quite attack the ball as Lee hits the ground. Apologies, Kerr. Chapman just knocked it into space. Has teammates with her. Superb work from Lee. Kerr joining in. Strong tackle from Blair. Kerr hits the deck.
Chelsea back in.
Lee again, out of bounds, but my goodness, Campbell was ready to pounce.
As I said, Chelsea, so did the coach. It just when it came out. Apologies for that. Sounds like I'm very good friends with Chelsea Lee. I am not. Would love to be, but no.
I'll have a chat with her after the game because she's been outstanding today.
She has. This is a really, really good opportunity for Broady.
And the neutrals are hoping they get there. Radelainen through the hands. Kerr behind the play. Just also went through the hands of Mia Kennedy. Being knocked back, but no real strong possession yet for Bond University. They've simply given Broadbeach a little bit more space to work.
Certainly improved the angle.
Of course, if you're able to produce a kick like Bella Iverack did a few minutes ago.
Oh yeah, the angles don't matter.
No, you can. Pythagoras can take her home.
All that stuff we learnt in geometry can go out the window.
Is the window at a right angle? Ball not moving, that 40 yards, sorry, it's more like 30 metres out. There's first grade rugby onto our left today, so you will hear the tannery from time to time. Davidson thought she had it, ran over at Radelainen and sent it the other way. Beautiful mark taken by Campbell. A chance for a goal on debut. Wet ball, bit of distance, and a few lippy Bond defenders. But plenty of raps on Maddie Campbell. Been working hard to get into this game today. Now with a chance. Highly rated teenager. Distance is good. Maddie Campbell. Welcome to the Bond University QAFLW goal scorers list.
By Broadbeach there. Just the ability to keep coming and coming. And we said that's the first time all day they've actually had repeat forward entries. They kind of didn't need forward entry, they were sort of just holding it down there. But so good that they could do that and then able to capitalise. Well done, Broady.
Well, regardless of where the 50-metre line is, the fact that they were camped there for best part of, well, since Iverack's goal, really, so that's the last 6 minutes.
Just able to hold it down there and actually get some ascendancy, which is it's really good to see. And as you said, they run out games really well. They don't drop their heads. Certainly not going to see that from them, and that's really good reward for effort.
As I say, the loss to Kuparu was 5-2-32 to 6-6-42. Now, slightly misleading in the sense that I think they were down by, like, there was a massive fourth quarter comeback, and they were never really in the hunt for a victory. But the fact that they lost by just the 10 points illustrates the point we're making. Bond have been stunned. Brosnan ball through the middle. The defence was excellent from, I think, Smith, I'll get it. Turned over again to Reeves. That's beautifully read. Coming back was Plath. All the way back to Perrott. Knocks into space, tries to get around Reeves. Reeves has really been putting in the last minute ever since the ball up. Sekach flew, didn't come down with it. Taylor is back, got it to Iverack. Iverack hooks. Blackman just dropped in front of her. Reeves with the follow-up. Looks for Bortignon. Didn't quite get it, didn't go 15. Barnes dropped it. Taylor gets a bit of space. Across the face.
Bit of a change there from Broady too. They've put someone back to sort of work as the goalkeeper, I think, just to defend in those opportunities where we know what Bond are going to do. They're going to try and get it on the boot fast, but just nice or very well coached to make sure that someone was standing back there so they could sort of stop that.
Now, I'm sure Andy Lovell would have preferred they didn't concede the goal in the first place, but he'd be pleased with how they've responded.
Oh yeah, definitely.
6-7-43 plays the solitary goal.
Oh, well read. Beautifully taken out there by
Lexi
Lexi Samuels.
Keeps it wide because Nolan had worked into space. Nolan gave herself room for a shot. Blackman! She had Iverack and Blackman in a line. Kicked it just to their right so they had space to run into. Went over Iverack's head. Blackman said, "Oh, it's mine."
Chelsea, watch out! Chelsea, watch out!
Blackman lining up for her third means that she's also got one in every quarter.
You sit, Dewey.
Yep, everything she said. Kendra Blackman, up to 69 goals in this competition for Bond University.
Feels like Blackman and Abriac are having a goalkeeping competition just between themselves, doesn't it?
Yeah, they started that in round one last year and it hasn't really stopped. You know, at their best, they're a devastating forward line-up. Obviously, Southport worked out the way to stop them, which is the fact that the ball get up there in the first place.
Exactly. But once the ball is in there, they are certainly a very, very potent 1-2 punch.
Goal number 3 to Kenny Blackman.
Interesting pronunciation. Late in the third term, Broadbeach had the term tied up at a goal apiece. I mean, they'll be a little disappointed, but 2 goals in the first term to Bond, 3 in the second, just the 2 in the third, plus Broadbeach was able to put one on them. The first time you play a team, in the first year in the comp, these are little victories you look for. A good quarter for the Broadbeach Cats, but ultimately it was the Bond University Bull Sharks able to extend their lead. The Bull Sharks 7-7-49, leading the Cats 1-6. This is round 9 of the Bond University QAFLW here at Bond University Oval in Robina.
Okay, let's give them 60 minutes of skills, fitness and fun. And let's not forget about connection. We're talking safe, inclusive and modified rules, perfect for newcomers. Okay, super kick on 3.
1, 2, 3, super kick! Woo! Yeah!
Super fun, super safe, super inclusive. Super kick, tailor-made for 7 to 12-year-olds.
AFL 9s, it's footy for best mates looking to be teammates. Cardio fiends after a bit of competition.
Legends of the game. Looking at making a comeback.
It's footy for when your week's pretty cooked. Or for fitting it in between classes.
It's footy!
It's footy.
It's footy.
It's footy for me.
It's not just an Australian sport. There's a lot of countries that come over and create a home here that can also join in and play the sport to the fullest potential.
All the advice that you get given, it's really inspiring.
Being part of a football team is more than just a game. It's like a family.
To find your more, visit play.afl/more to footy.
Football club is very, very important in this community. Without it, there's not much else to do in such a small town.
I do believe that there's so much more to sport than just winning.
If my story says anything, it's that you don't need the experience, having the passion and having the want to see the young girls excel.
It's also, to me, a chance to give back to the community.
To find your more, visit play.afl/more to footy.
After some heavily scripted encouragement from the ground announcer here at Bond University, we're back for the fourth quarter. It is a 43-point lead to Bond University. I'm just filling time while my colleague Ash Newton-Spence gets an injury update for us. We'll start with the ball up, which is imminent, and then I'll cut to Ash as soon as I can. My name's Daniel Viles, just so you know where the complaints. Bond in control, but Broadbeach with an excellent third turn. Broadbeach in the cat stripes, running to your left in this quarter.
Nice!
Good work from Plath in the middle. Just got the handball over the head of Connell. Plath works it forward inside 50. Reached out. As Grace Ellis said, I think I've got no luck. I've had no luck today.
That's what she said, definitely.
How's the injury situation for the Cats?
Brought down to one on the bench. Thankfully, Amy Millard will be back after I count her out. Should not have done that. But Maddie Campbell and Izzy McPherson are going to be out for the rest of the match.
That's a shame. At least Campbell on the scorer's sheet. Rolling over, just a ball up.
I said Maddie, I'm looking going, there's no other Maddie. No, that's the only one. We're good. Campbell, yes, correct.
You can make up a fair on composite team of Maddies in this competition. There's 1 or 200. Radalainen just limping away from the contest. She bent down, got a bit of a knock, and as always, it's the ones that don't look very hard which suddenly injure a part of your body that you need. What part of your body don't you need, damn it? That's great.
Your gallbladder.
He just left it behind. Knocked it forward. I'm going to keep going, Reeves. Reeves through the middle, looking out wide, finds Lynch. Lynch nearly took it under pressure, has Taylor with her. Something to the head. And in fact, it was Bolton on. Taylor centres it. Had a couple of options closer, but opted for that one. Was knocked back to Reeves, not really by design. Good work from Schumacher at the back. Still turned over. Bortignon held off it. Broadbeach clearance blocked by Reeves. Reeves has been outstanding today. Still working hard on the right. Back to Bortignon. Takes her time. Goes towards the centre. Somehow managed to knock it between three teammates. Nolan in space. Shannon Nolan into an empty goal.
Shannon Nolan's had an absolute ripper of a game, puts a bit of a cherry on the cake with her first score of the day.
Second for the year, 12th in her career, 60th game, still only 22. She made it the goal in this ground, I want to say it was round 1 or 2 in 2021 when she couldn't vote. And she's just grown since, and as I say, what a goal your place in the history of the Bond University QAFLW is assured.
Absolutely. It took a little bit of Nolan brilliance there to get the first score on the board for Bond, but Broady certainly started the way they finished the last quarter with a bit of run.
I won't mention them, but there was a club I was talking to last year. Just follow this player and we'll finish this highly entertaining anecdote. Davidson at the back. Comes wide just to find any kind of space. Taylor and Sekach, and Taylor just by use of her body. Nolan, look at the speed, enjoy the speed. Look at Sekach! Somehow got the kick to Bortignon. There were about 3 brilliant pieces of skill happening within a nanosecond. Kept it wide, just falls short of Reeves.
Oh, well.
Strong handball into Taylor. Taylor centres the kick. Didn't quite find a target. Plath. Intercepted by Bortignon, unable to hold on. Tried to get it inside the Brosnan ball, came back the other way courtesy of Zimmerman. But in the same way that, you know, if you say that you don't need a lot of intelligence, you say, oh, you don't need to be Einstein, they're basically saying that they're using Shannon Nolan as the metaphor for the archetypal midfielder, saying, you can only do that if you're Shannon Nolan. So she's become her own metaphor, the Shannon Nolan.
Don't let her hear that. No, I don't think that it would go to her head.
No, she's pretty grounded. Samuels with a strong tackle.
Zimmerman been very good today for the Cats.
Indeed. Wonderful senior to do at QAFLW. Reeves has been outstanding. Through to Bortignon. Connell just let it drop, but then created space. It was filled by Ella, the Trinity variety. Reeves again. I am looking forward to when iSports publish the stats on probably Monday. Looking at Reeves' stats.
Yes. Ooh, bit of a falcon there.
Yeah, I'm going to call it the back of the neck. So, what's smaller than a falcon? No, hawk's much bigger.
Quail?
It was a quail. Okay.
Seagull. I don't know. Run out of birds.
Seagull is something different in football, and that's it's a kicking technique that coaches try to get out of their players when they let the ball go and then both of their arms are stretched out wide.
I have never heard that before.
And I know Andy Lovell has used that with a couple of his players going, no, you're doing a seagull kick there.
I'm going to go home and Google that. I need to learn more about the seagull kick.
Oh, it's not recommended. Sekach, who received the handball inside from Cunningham, another one of Broadbeach's best today. Alira Usher has stood up so often in this match. Gaia turns at a circle and somehow found herself on her lonesome. Almost got it all the way through to Williams. Riley wrestling with Williams. There's a strong battle. Comes back out to Connell, who tried to guard the space. And then Moody ran through it. Moody's also been outstanding. It's just that I'm used to it. So I probably haven't praised her as much as I ought to. Sorry, that was Taylor over there because Moody's just run off the ground.
Oh, well.
Great stance. Beautiful work. Inside 50. Attacked by Ella. Scores a try. There's a clash of bodies.
Yeah, scored a try. That was exactly what that just was.
That's how it looked. Grace Ella in the 13. Last line of defence at the moment. Hayden kicked it to an outnumbered contest. May get away with it. Bortignon well positioned. Another one. I don't know if Bortignon will end up in the top 6. And on a wet day, sometimes you get away with those kicks. She put her head back in frustration after she kicked it, but sometimes they hold up.
Yes, and in that, with that kind of the softness of the ground over there, it may just have.
That's potentially meant it with the ground let it out. Through the legs of Lynch, who then turns rush. Gives space to Asha. Running into that space was Kennedy.
Just the bravery to go into that pack.
Hasn't had the ball come her way as often as she'd like today, Mia Kennedy, but there have been games this season where she's been integral. And there will be more games this season where she's one of Broadbeach's more prolific performers. Nolan with a rare play.
Nolan with just the bend of the back to try and get it to come back for her. It just didn't quite work.
One of those human superstitions we do, that we want an object we have no control over at all to bend. Kennedy, toss it up to Nolan.
Sorry.
Reeves.
Oh, nearly.
Barnes attacked it. Sekach stands up against Reeves. Knocked forward by Cunningham.
Keep fighting, keep going.
Work against Kennedy. Obviously heard me say that she hasn't been involved much and said, I'll show you guys.
There's two out the back. Two out the back. Jazzy, get on the player.
Now Campbell's on the field. At least if number 13 is Buddy Campbell. Strong tackle again from I think it's Cunningham. Cheers. Cunningham on Henry. Kick it through, touched in flight. Kennedy again. No, Campbell. Sorry, now I'm just assuming Kennedy can make up for my own raise.
I have to find out from Brody who that player was that was injured. I saw they said that. I apologise in advance to any of the Campbell family who was a bit worried.
Pass back onto the field for Broadbeach. Campbell goes towards centre half forward. Davidson at front position, couldn't hold on, no disgrace in the wet. Barnes. Clever kick forward, didn't quite make it all the way to Kennedy. It was very well held by Sandman. He's growing at this level.
That was a beautiful mark by Nikki Sandman.
Particularly she's playing key position, Samuels.
Oh. Now Bonda just showing off his skills in the wet.
That was Chapman. Out to Nolan. Didn't quite get a clean kick and it landed in the breadbasket of Lynch. Where are the numbers? Right there. Hallie Geyer.
That's probably the cleanest chain of the day. That's just beautiful football.
Got close, got a fair bit of distance on it. It's gone through everyone. I did get a touch on the way through, haven't gone through anyway, and then hit the post. So just a minor score.
But just a bit of a preview of what Bond can do with their ball control. Does make you a little nervous for what they might be able to do on a dry day.
I suppose in the same way when you at AFLW level, when you see the Brisbane Lions play well, you go, well, that's great, but will it beat North Melbourne? There's an element of they've played well, but will it beat Southport in this competition, right? Because even though they're not in the lead after a couple of losses in the early part of the season,
in the team to beat.
Oh, in the last couple of weeks, they've shown the kind of ball movement under the flag last year, and to which, as yet, no other QAFLW teams matched.
Yes.
That was a long sentence. I didn't let you get a word in there for that minute.
You're fine.
You say that. More strong tackling from Kerr.
Oh.
He then decided to...
Usher just didn't want to let the ball go, just went with the momentum of it.
It's never good when the Usher has tickets on themselves. Back to Gaia. Gaia with a bit of space. Steps in two directions. Ivorak. Beautiful work. It's and the charge down from Davidson. Used every part of the body, and then with the second effort over the top to Williams. That tackle was high. Not called. Underneath from Sanderman. Sekach got her body over the ball. You can see the technique in that move. Followed through by Grace Ella. Apologies, Sanderman. Sekach again. It's a good day when both coaches are going to have to work out, okay, how do we choose our top six here? I think both sides have had about 10 performers who are more or less equal. Moving across, Gaia to Reeves, tried to do a magic trick, forgot the hat.
Ronnie Kerr's come off with the trainer and the doctor after that last little passage. Came straight off, didn't move, but came off under her own steam though.
Thanks for picking that up. I had missed Kerr coming off. Bond still in possession. Knocked. Well, the kick was well off target from Pynchon because she was being held to ground at the time. Blackman is on the ground. That is officially the first time I've seen that. I mean, she chose to get there. She wasn't knocked over.
No, she went in after that ball.
Pick up 52, pick up 52 as soon as you go in there. Let's go, let's go.
Well tapped.
Beautiful from Nolan. Nolan with the snapshot. That is brilliant from Shannon Nolan. Roved, kicked, scored. It was that simple and that brutal.
And I'm going to take absolutely nothing away from how good that kick was, but that tap from Blackman was absolutely beautiful. You can tell they tried that at training a few times along the way. Just absolutely beautiful teamwork from the two girls there.
Hat-tricks to Blackman and Ivorak so far today. The one to Lynch, and Nolan has two in this quarter.
Did you already know? I told Hallie.
Goal number 2, Shannon Nolan.
You don't. You just don't. There's nothing you can do about that. That's one of those ones where you don't even, the opposition will not even look at it because there was literally nothing they could do.
Not in the match review, says Coach Newton Spence. They did get the clearance fee counts, but weren't able to make it count. Now over the side of the field where the reserve grade team is giving vocal support, that's not the worst tactic. About 5 minutes left, sorry Ash.
And just to throw a little bit more confusion out here, it is now so bright that I might need my sunglasses. The weather of the Gold Coast.
4 seasons in one day.
You sure we're not in Melbourne?
Smiling in the depths of your imagination. Worlds above, worlds below. The ball hasn't moved.
Hey, Kels! Maybe tell Ola Radalini to go into the ruck, pull Megsy off.
Instruction for the runner from the coaching staff at Broadie.
It's always good when we can hear that.
I love being able to hear it.
Love to see the bones, as they say.
It's something that you forget how privileged you are sometimes getting to stand where we sit, or sit stance, you know what I mean, where we get to be and how we get to hear what happens in coaches' boxes and on benches. It's a privileged position.
Good, Joyce.
All stuck in front of the grandstand until it toothpastes out of there. Good work from Campbell.
Oh, got her high.
Wins the free, just a couple of stray arms as they
Oh, no, went out of bounds.
My mistake. Okay.
I thought they blew it for the high. Apologies.
One of the problems with Aussie rules umpiring signals is that they're only horizontal or vertical. You don't have anything sort of in between, which means a lot of the signals look similar.
Oh, it's Yana forward, empty off.
Nolan's circling.
Island's going into
That's
the
just
ruck
a good example of how Shannon Nolan works. She didn't touch the ball in that segment, but she was on one side of the contest, thought it was coming out there, read that the player was moving the ball to their left, and before you could blink, was over on the other side of the contest. And she'll do that 100 times a match, often for no reward.
Well picked up by Chelsea.
She's had a good day, Chelsea Lee.
Oh.
Here we go.
Moving forward.
Oh, no.
Just dropped by Kennedy. Still on the attack. Lee again. Knocked out to the side, just couldn't get to their feet. Kennedy unlucky. Broadbeach on the attack. You feel they deserve a second. It makes the score a little bit fairer.
Oh, nearly through.
Millard was running onto it. Not the best clearance from Chapman. Gives him an opportunity. At least she's kicking it wide. The legs are tired. And Chapman's good work there was following up on her own kick twice. Bolton on. Blocked by Davidson. Just going to hit it flat on the ground. Knocked wide again by Lynch. No, she had the perfect spin on. She knew exactly what she was doing, Ashley Eaton-Spence, and I won't be told otherwise.
Okay.
Bolton on inside. Found Williams. Bumped off it strongly by Cunningham. And I think opposition attacks are learning not to take on Cunningham. Seckart had it slip through the fingers. Williams making up for her error. It's a wonderful trait with a lot of players in this competition, share. Tegan Williams is far too experienced not to want to make up for an error.
I think Kelly Cunningham's actually enjoying being down there in that mobile. She likes to get to the bottom of that bat.
I don't know why you're surprised.
I don't know either, but it's just something that you don't see very often.
Taylor dropped by Riley. Just over the top by Henry. Goes through to Borton-Yon. Looking for Blackman. It will bounce underneath her. Tries to get around the back of Perrott. Perrott uses her strength. Still can't knock Blackman over though. No one can. Perrott back. Oh! The hits are flying.
Intensity just gone up just a little bit for this last couple of minutes.
Well, I think what we've seen is a very good... I mean, hopefully there's going to be a lot more of these in the Bond University QAFLW. And often when a new team comes into the competition, the result is one-sided. But we have just watched Chapter 1, or are watching Chapter 1. There's Bond looking into the goal square. The sun is right in their eyes at the moment. Praise for Jasmine Zimmerman from the coach's bench. But yeah, this rivalry will build. It's round one to Bond. Maybe here in a few years' time calling the Cats' first victory over the Bull Sharks. The future is a funny place.
It has been a wonderful contest, though. The scoreboard will tell you one thing, what we've seen will tell you another. And it has been a really great game.
Nolan roving again! Had to get it inside. Reeves with a shot. And a strong tackle at the back. Wasn't high, though.
Yes, it was.
The intent was brilliant, the execution less so. And Charlotte Taylor will go back for a shot. 109th game in this competition. An elite runner. And career goal number 26. 10th goal for Bond today. And there may not be time off now, but there may not be much time left in this match.
No, not too much. But as I was saying before Nolan stole the show for a second there, as she has done all day long, just a really good game of footy despite the score and what it tells us. It has been a really good contest, and it's great to see Broadbeach sort of show us what they can do, but at the same time Bond show how they can respond to that sort of pressure, because they certainly were under it for a long portion of this game.
Now, actually, I know there are some co-commentators who make you sort of give your Brownlow votes or your Zilke votes. I'm happy for you just to name a couple of best from both sides. So you do what you...
Good, because I was struggling in my own head to work out who I was going to pick, so I'm liking just a list of names instead.
I'm pretty much deciding between two Bond players from absolute best on ground. Strong tackle. I'll say, as I did the only other time I've called Broadbeach this season, that Hallie Cunningham's been best on ground for the Cats, but she has competition. Bond playing it out, closing seconds, if not thirds in this game, just through Smith rather. Smythe usually has an in on it. Into the 20th minute.
And there we go. He said it right on time. As the Broady player over there. Sorry.
So Bond University, 10 goals, 9, 69 has defeated Broadbeach, 1 goal, 6. The first ever Gold Coast derby between these two sides. 4 points to Bond. They go 7-2 for the season. Ash Newton Spence.
Sorry, it was just a very harsh cramp over there that I think's grabbed hold. For a minute I thought it was her ankle, but I think it's just a really, really horrible cramp for the Broady player on the ground.
Josie Plath, I think.
Thank you. Big shout-outs for Hallie Cunningham, as you said, probably the best on ground. Very close. I'll go best on ground for Broady. But really big shout-outs also for Sekak Zimmerman, who was absolutely fantastic, and Perrott in defence was absolutely brilliant. Bit of a rock down there. So really well done to those girls. Oh, it's just so hard. You kind of can't split Blackman and Iverack. I can't do it, so I'm not gonna. But I thought Davidson was really good as well. But Nolan was the absolute star for me. She took the 3 votes with no problem at all.
Well, for Broadbeach, everyone you said, plus of course Chelsea Lee.
Oh, sorry, Chelsea Lee, of course.
Yeah,
Yep.
you just didn't remember in the moment. I completely get that. That's difficult in the situation. For Bond, Nolan and Reeves were the two that I was trying to decide between. I think I'll give Nolan the edge, but Evie Reeves has become a genuinely outstanding Bond University QAFLW inside midfielder. Ash, thank you very much for your work today.
Thank you very much for having me once again, Dan.
Next week, round 10 of the Bond University QAFLW, we will be at Wilston Grange, Hickey Park, as Wilston Grange, probably the most entertaining side of 2026, take on the Southport Sharks. You would think that if the weather is good, that's going to be a high-scoring game. And up front, Zamali Farquharson will take on the Southport defence. But the Queensland Under-18s are playing tomorrow. They play against Victoria Metro at GMHBA Stadium or Cardinia Park in Geelong. That's at 11 a.m. And if you go to women's.afl and follow the links, you'll be able to watch that live stream. Many of the Queensland players are already active in the Bond University QAFLW. But from Bond University Oval, the Bull Sharks have run out strong winners over the Broadbeach Cats. Please join us next week at Hickey Park. But from Bond University Oval, it's goodbye.